Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. My name is Ania Safia binti Salihi. My matric number is 24BE02013. Today our group will be presenting on the topic of the three main learning theories, which is behaviorism, cognitivism and constructivism. I will be presenting the introduction first. The introduction is divided into two parts. Information from a website and from a book. I will begin with the introduction from the website. Alright. Behaviorism was a psychological movement that focused on observable behavior and rejected the study of inner mental experiences. It emphasized scientific rigor by excluding consciousness and internal processes from psychology. Alright, second is cognitivism. Cognitivism is a learning and psychological theory that emphasizes internal mental processes as the basis of learning and human behavior. It focuses on how information is perceived, processed and retrieved. And last, constructivism. Constructivism is a learning theory that views learning as an active process in which learners construct their own understanding and knowledge through experiences and reflection. Okay, next, I will be presenting about introduction from the book. First, about behaviorism. The passage explains that behaviorism is not itself the science of human behavior, but the philosophical foundation of that science. The other, John B. Watson, argues that behaviorism has been widely misunderstood and unfairly criticized. Next is cognitivism. The book explains cognitivism as a learning theory that focuses on internal mental processes such as thinking, memory and problem solving. It presents learning as an active process in which learners organizes with existing knowledge. And lastly, about constructivism. This book presents constructivism as an important theory in international relations that emphasizes the role of ideas, norms, values, and shared belief in shaping state identities and interests. Alexander Wente shows on this book how state identity and identitional also powerful framework. Thank you. That's all from me.
My name is Nurul Hazika binti Maliki and my matrix number is 24BE02018. Okay, I will present about comparison of theories. Okay, first is similarities. Okay, behaviorism has the same goal as other learning theories, which is to improve students' learning outcomes through planned teaching. Next is cognitivism, also aims to improve learning by using structure and organized instructions. And constructivism shares the aim of meaningful learning by actively involving students in the learning process. Okay, the second is differences between behaviorism, constructivism and cognitivism. First, behaviorism focus on observable behavior as evidence of learning rather than on students' thinking processes. And cognitivism views learning as an active mental process where students think, understand, and organize information. Okay, next is constructivism. Constructivism believes that students build knowledge based on their experiences and prior understanding. Okay, next is strength. strengths of behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism. Okay, first, behaviorism. Behaviorism is effective in teaching basic skills and forming consistent learning habits through practice and reinforcement. Okay, next is cognitivism. Okay, cognitivism supports meaningful learning by helping students understand concepts clearly and remember information longer. And constructivism. Okay, constructivism encourages critical thinking, independent learning, and the application of knowledge in real situation. Okay. Next, last but not least, weakness. Okay. Behaviorism give limited attention to deep understanding, critical thinking, and individual learning differences. Meanwhile, cognitivism can be difficult to apply when students have weak basic knowledge or when tasks are complex. And last, constructivism. Okay, the weakness of constructivism is requires more time and guidance and is challenging to implement in large classrooms. Okay, that's all of me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Akilah Fatihah binti Syamsul Kamal. My metric number is 24BE02190. For the example of theories in practice, the first theory is behaviorism. Behaviorism focuses on observable behavior and views learning as a process shaped by repetition, reinforcement, and immediate feedback. In educational settings, this theory is commonly applied through digital platforms such as Duolingo, where learners are motivated by points, strict and instant corrections. This feature encourages repeat practice and help learn strengths in correct learning behavior. In corporate training, behaviorist principles are evidenced in gamified tools like Kahoot and Quizzes, which is reward competitions and immediate feedback to reinforce correct answers. Similarly, in healthcare, behaviorism is applied through e-learning modules for hygiene and patient safety, where learners must repeat procedure until the correct behavior is achieved. This approach is especially effective for mastering skills and standardizing procedures. The second theory is cognitivism, which emphasizes internal mental processes such as memory, information processing, and problem solving. In education, cognitive principles are applied through structured multimedia materials like segments, instructional video, and mind maps, which helps reduce cognitive load and support understanding. In corporate training, organized e-learning modules and infographics are used to present information in a clear and logical manner, making it easier for employees to understanding and remember procedure. In healthcare education, advanced tools such as 3D anatomy platforms help learners build accurate mental models of complex systems, leading to better comprehensions and decisions making. Overall, cognitivism focuses on helping learners process to organize information more effectively. The final theory is constructivism, which views learning as an active process where learners construct knowledge through experience and interaction. In educational settings, constructivities practice include project-based learning and STEM activities and encourage hands-on exploring and collaboration. In corporate training, scenario-based learning and simulation allow learners to solve problems in realistic situations, help them develop practical and transferable skills. In healthcare, constructivism is strongly supported through visual reality and visual patient simulations, where trainers engage in authentic clinical scenarios that promotes experiential and reflective learning. In conclusion, each learning theory offers a different approach to learning, and understanding this difference helps educators and trainers design more effective learning experience. Next, for multimedia integration, the selection of learning tools should be in line with the appropriate learning theory and to ensure effective learning outcomes. For behaviorism, multimedia tools focus on quizzes, drills, and immediate feedback to reinforce correct behavior. Platforms such as Kahoot quizzes and Duolingo use reward points and repetition to motivate learners to measure performance. These tools are highly effective for skills mastery and procedural learning because learners are encouraged to repeat tasks until correct response is achieved. In contrast, cognitivism emphasizes how learned, process, and organize information. Multimedia tools aligned with the theory include segment videos, mind maps, and visual learning aids. Applications such as Edpuzzle allow learners to engage with video content to smaller management sections, while tools like MinMaster support information organization through concept mapping in more complex fields, such as healthcare. 3D anatomy platform help reduce cognitive load by presenting information visually, enabling learners to build encourage-mental models to improve understanding. Lastly, constructivism focuses on learning through experience, interaction, and reflections. Multimedia tools such as simulation, project-based platform, and immersive technologies support this approach. Tools like PHETS and Tinkercad allow learners to explore, experiment, and solve problems actively, while VR and AR platforms provide realistic environments for real-world learning without actual risk. In conclusion, effective multimedia integration depends on matching the right tools of the learning theory. Behaviorism for mastering skills, cognitivism for understanding concepts, and constructivism for experiential and meaningful learning. Thank you.